So I was wondering the other day, who does the cooking in a lesbian relationship?
Oh, God. That's an RT joke to start out the pod.
Neither of them. They both eat out. Heyo.
Josh was like, hold up, guys. I know how I want to start this pod.
And I did not disappoint. That was a great way to start the episode. Better than your guys' idea. What was your idea, Wyatt? Go ahead. Oh, see, he doesn't even want to do it now.
He absolves himself.
He's being all bashful because he knew it was a bad idea.
I honestly forgot what we were.
How did you forget? It was 20 seconds ago.
Says the most forgetful person that I know.
Right?
Okay, it's not that bad.
No, I don't.
20 seconds?
Depends on who you ask.
I forgot what we talked about in the last pod, but that wasn't 20 seconds ago.
You might have better long-term memory then.
Worse long-term memory. Better short-term.
You might have better short-term memory then.
There it is.
Yeah.
Wow. Guys, you got that? I corrected Cameron on the pod.
Oh, my God.
Oh yeah, it's a first.
He gets one. No, it's like a third.
It is. Yeah, it's happened a few times.
It's fine. It's only been over half a year. It's all right. He gets 3.
Everybody gets 3. Well, not everybody, but I do.
You do. So, I have a bit of a headache.
Gross.
Yeah, but I went upstairs to get some Tylenol, maybe some ibuprofen, right?
Yeah.
So I asked Wyatt's girl. I was like, "Hey,
girl.
Yeah, what up, girl? You got any painkillers up in this bitch?"
And she's like, "What you want?"
Yeah, basically.
First one's free.
Well, she was like, "Do you prefer Tylenol, ibuprofen, whatever?" I said, "Tylenol, please." And she proceeds to go rummage through Wyatt's bathroom and pulls out an unlabeled Tupperware full of mysterious pills.
Just like assortment of pills?
Not an assortment from what I could tell. They were all white.
But they were different pills, you think?
They were most likely Tylenol. I took a few.
Well, see, the thing is like depending on where you buy Tylenol, they do look different and they have different colors.
There's like the gel caps, which are like red and blue. Then they have the actual like capsules that I don't even know. They just dissolve differently. They're like the white ones.
They're like it's like powder that is just like compressed together.
It was reminiscent of a Tylenol, so I took a few. She dumped the entire thing in my hand. I had to dump them back into the mysterious Tupperware.
She was like, "How much you want?"
Yeah, she basically said that. She was like, "How many do you want?" And I was like, "Well, that's too many."
Like 2?
Yeah.
Well, it depends on the milligrams. But.
Yeah, well, I did too. But if, for whatever reason, I start having visual or auditory hallucinations or just frothing at the mouth and seizing, that may be why.
Oh, I was going to say, that's not what happens when you OD on Tylenol.
Well, it might not be Tylenol.
Oh.
It was an unlabeled... Why do people decide, hey, I have this perfectly good labeled package of medication, okay? I'm going to put it in the spice rack, and it's going to be in like a pepper shaker, okay?
Do people do that?
Not in like a pepper shaker. That'd be weird. Grind up some Tylenol, just sprinkle it on your food.
It's like you open it, you just
and say when.
Get Tylenol. Exactly.
Yeah, or you could get one of those really fancy pepper grinders. Just grind up the Tylenol.
And it's like, do you like your coarse or do you like it fine?
Yeah, finely ground Tylenol.
Exactly.
Love it on my fettuccine.
Yeah.
That's awful.
But is that a thing? Do people actually take like their medicine out of labeled bottles?
Well, yes.
I've never seen that happen.
I know that because this is not the first time within the past like 30 days that I've seen it.
In the past 30 days,
yeah.
it happened. Wait.
So at work, I was getting like the grand tour since I started my new job, and they were like, in case you ever like feel rough and you don't have anything on you, we do have like some Tylenol, right? And they open a drawer, and it's just a plastic bag full of, once again, assorted pills.
That's weird.
Like, they come in a container if you buy them from the store.
Who does that?
Okay.
Who would do that?
Okay.
Apparently,
Why?
lots of people.
Why though?
Well,
Please enlighten us why.
Well,
Yeah.
see, the hilarious thing about this is that little container was just my mom. I said, I need to get Tylenol. I need to stop by the store and get Tylenol on the way home. She's like, I got you, and just starts dumping medicine into this Tupperware. It's a little tiny Tupperware thing.
It is.
But
Like, it's literally
since I
Tupperware.
haven't used that bottle or that little Tupperware thing in forever.
It's probably expired.
because
They lost their
I
edge.
have labeled bottles.
Yeah.
that you use.
Right
That's
next
the
to it.
emergency stash.
All of yeah.
You
pretty
got
much.
you got the unlabeled bottle.
I know.
You didn't even get the labeled
know.
bottle.
I'm telling you.
Wyatt's
I
girlfriend
got
doesn't
like
like it.
Tylenol, ibuprofen. I got the stuff with like the caffeine. I've got like all of it in there. And I
was
don't know
not
why she
offered
gave
any
me
of
the
that.
unlabeled stuff.
I
You
was
didn't
not
get the
offered any
choice.
of that.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
That's like
I requested Tylenol specifically, so maybe that's
you know what that
where-
reminds me of? There was this video I watched of like a dude sitting at a bar, and it was like last call, and he wanted his like a last drink and whatnot, and so they turned their taps off, right? And he was like the bartender was like, okay, like I'll give you one more drink, and he literally takes like the bar mat that's on the like on the counter, and like where it, like it catches all the splash and stuff.
Of course.
Oh, it's gonna make me gag, dude.
Shocking.
And he, shut up. And he like takes the mat and literally like pours
it
it.
out?
Yeah, and like pours it into a cup. And
Is it like a rubber mat?
yeah,
it just
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of, like-
yeah. It's a rubber mat. So and like
Okay.
yeah, with like the grooves or whatnot. And he literally picks it up and like pours it into a cup, and the dude just slams it.
Hell yeah. It could be worse.
Yeah, I've
Because
seen.
it's not making contact with like places that other humans have touched very
I mean, I
frequently.
guess so.
But-
you're
but
right.
I will
It's
argue.
just
It's
like
still
runoff.
disgusting.
It's not great.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not.
No,
my
no.
first
I will
choice for a
argue.
drink.
I used to wash those like a lot. Like working in a kitchen or working at a restaurant with a bar, I'd wash those. It would come back like sticky and grimy. That just is so disgusting.
course.
to
yeah,
me.
it's still disgusting. But I guess
It
the worst.
absorbs all the dirt in the air.
The worst thing I
throughout the
actually
night.
saw-
no joke. I would spray them out, and there would be like soft sand in the bottom.
Yeah, because there's
Mm.
dirt. Like there's dirt in that, and there's like
It's
there's
gritty.
shit.
It's fine.
It's not. You're gross.
What if-
You're like the most germaphobe
It's
person that I
like-
know, and you're the one arguing for this.
Working at a bank is like immersion therapy for me because I'm handling.
Oh
money at
yeah,
a bank.
and
So
money's disgusting.
I'm turning over a new leaf. you
I
know?
will tell you that the worst video I ever saw was actually of like a guy doing it out of a trash bag. Like where like people throw their cans and stuff, and like all the runoff into there. Like I've seen that, and that's pretty gross too.
Ooh, okay.
That one's probably worse.
I have a story, and I don't feel bad about calling some people out for this.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, this is good.
Who are you, fucking degenerates?
Yeah, well, they absolutely are degenerates.
I hope you're listening. You're getting called out right now and judged harshly.
So, not very far away from us, there's a small college town,
Yeah.
and I don't attend naturally, and I do know some people that do. I found out about this. I don't even know because I haven't been. Because I'm not a degenerate, and also I'm
Not in that way.
I'm of legal drinking age.
You
but
live
these-
heinously, but you're not a degenerate.
Yes, that may be fair. Shout out Tommy Gaines.
Yep.
But
Yep.
so one of my old friends, one of my like exes from high school, she is like 2 years younger than me, right? So she's like 19 at the time that this story's happening, and she was telling us that there's like this alleyway in this town.
I already
That
don't like where this
all-
is going. I already don't
All
like
of the
this.
underage kids know that this bar that is located in front of this alleyway throws out like brand new beer cans, right? No clue why. I didn't get that information because I didn't care.
Yeah.
But they throw out like entire like 12 packs. I think it's because they brew it there themselves and they can it there. And it's just like the
Might
older shit,
yeah,
right?
it's just like not up to their like standard to
Yeah,
serve.
sure. But they go out and they will they will harvest whatever beer, even if it's freshly in a can. It's probably still in a dumpster somewhere.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm
it
not
doesn't-
down.
yeah,
I'm not down for
no.
dumpster beer. And I've also never been that desperate for alcohol.
Absolutely not.
Like maybe I just have fucking standards.
Maybe I don't know.
But that is such a college kid thing to do. So if
God, that's just like
if you
yeah.
happen to be in the area and you're a listener, you know what we're talking about. Go tell the owners. They might even know. They might be conspirators. I'm
You know,
calling everyone out.
my thing
I'm
is-
busting this.
Yeah, see, I was
this is a
gonna say,
conspiracy.
my thing is like I wouldn't doubt it that the owners do that because they know that obviously those college kids are going to be of age someday, and they're going to go back and they're like, yo, they're going to talk to the bartender. They're like, yo, this place is great. Back when I
Maybe.
was younger, I used to go out and get the beers out of the dumpster, and he'd probably be like, wow, that's disgusting. Like, get out.
Yeah, the bartender's also like their
what?
age, and he was like, I didn't do that.
That's disgusting.
Yeah,
like
no.
ugh.
So if you do that in any town where alcohol is somewhat readily available for underage drinkers, you're gross.
Yeah.
Just have higher standards.
That's what I was
maybe.
going to say. That's literally like you be better. You could do better.
None of you have older siblings?
Literally. You guys aren't charismatic enough to go make friends with a hobo.
That's
like,
what I'm
come
saying.
on.
You literally slide a hobo $30. He's got an ID.
Be like, hey, go get like a 12-pack for like $12, and then you keep the rest.
Yeah, Bush Light, bro. It's cheap as hell.
In
It's cheaper
fact,
than
you know
water.
what? You buy a 40 and a 12-pack, and you get one of them. I don't care which, and I get the other.
It's nasty.
Yeah.
Legally, our lawyers do want us to say we do not encourage or endorse underage drinking.
If you get caught
Yeah, but we don't endorse it. If you do it, you didn't hear it from us.
remember, kids, it's only illegal if you get caught. Okay.
Why it's nodding. So, I think that my least favorite way to consume an alcoholic beverage that I've
Is up
seen.
your butt?
That's
Have
like
you ever tried
that's
that?
in my top 5.
Yeah, dude.
That's a good way.
Dude,
Because you're going fast. You
just
need
want to get
less.
sloshed.
You need less. You can stick a Q-tip up in there, and you're gone.
Bro. Yeah, I've actually heard of people doing that, like with tampons.
Yeah.
Like they
Oh,
soak
dude.
tampons with alcohol and then shove it up their butt.
Yeah, it's called vodka ragging.
That's disgusting.
that's
That's
the-
awful. Does it burn, you think? It probably burns.
It's alcohol. Yes.
You think it burns? I kind of want to.
You could probably put like 60% rubbing alcohol.
I was gonna say
I
I got some like isopropyl
Yes.
something whatever. You know what I mean?
I do.
Isopropanol.
Nope.
Is that how you
Nope,
pronounce it?
you had it
How do
right
you
the
say it?
first time.
How do you say it though?
Isopropyl.
Oh, really?
Some people say isopropyl, but
Iso-
I think those people are
isopropyl.
saying
They're a bunch of degenerates.
I
They're
agree,
probably British.
Aluminium.
Would you pass the isopropyl alcohol?
Isopropyl. But I'm gonna I got some at home, and I might just take a little Q-tip and just shove it up there and see what happens.
10,000 subs on Patreon. We vodka rag.
Yeah,
We'll do it on cam.
dude. Okay, yeah,
Yeah, why not?
sure,
10,000
yeah, whatever,
subs?
dude. Absolutely.
Dude, that's a fuck ton.
All right.
We have
I'm down.
none right now.
You're right.
Yeah, we got a long ways to
Be
go.
the first. You
Yeah.
could be like help kickstart this bitch.
We'll vodka rag. We'll
Yeah.
die. We'll end up in the
It'll be
ER.
a sub goal. Well, what are we gonna What are we gonna vodka rag with? It can't be vodka. That's too. We're
not that
mainstream.
extreme.
No, that's basic. We need to do something different. You know what we should do? We should do White Claw.
I was gonna say like a seltzer, like something that will not get us anywhere, and we're just sticking shit up our ass for no reason. We're like, wow, I don't really feel anything. We just have our pants down. We're just hanging out.
Yeah, just vibing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
No, sounds like a horrible time.
It does.
Vita Coco, the coconut water, they have a hard seltzer now, or a hard drink. I don't know if it's like a seltzer, but I want to try that, so I can try that.
Did I tell you?
anally. No. Really quick.
Oh, okay.
I have a point that I'm trying to make here.
Oh God.
My least favorite way to consume an alcoholic beverage is not through the ass. I've never tried, so I don't have an opinion.
We should try it.
We should. 10,000 subs.
That's like 5,000. 10,000 will shove something up our ass. I guess we're shoving something up our ass either way.
Why does it always have to be anal penetration?
Well, I'm just saying that I feel like vodka ragging is
Every
like,
sub
more
goal, we
extreme.
shove a new apparatus up
Up
our
our
ass. I love that. It's eventually we're just like doing like gape training on fucking.
Our first episode was about goatsy, and you're about to see why.
Yeah, that was not our first episode. It was close.
It was our second episode. No, it was our third episode.
It was up there. But you know what a shoey is? Do you know
No.
about shoeys?
Oh, yeah, I do.
It's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, I
the
do.
name says what it is.
Yeah, it's disgusting too. Like, cause like especially like I know that it happens a lot like at concerts and
colleges
Well,
naturally
I
because
know.
everyone's just gone off their minds.
But
already.
it seems way worse to be at like a concert, like when like the musician does it, because like those guys are like standing in there, it's all sweaty, they're
dude.
moving, and
And
like,
you
that-
don't know where that dude has been, where their shoes have been.
Yeah, at least
you
if
don't
you're
know
frat brothers,
anything.
if you're frat brothers, you know where they are.
If it's
or
your
they've
own
been.
shoe, that's probably the only acceptable way because at least it's your own gross ass body.
It's
A shoey?
you're
Yeah,
muted.
I'm sorry.
Gosh.
See, this is why you went to talk to him. This is why you need to have headphones so you can know things.
Yeah. Well, I
Anyway.
have a headache, so
Yeah, it's fair.
yeah. I just don't feel- I
Shoeing
don't feel
is
relaxed.
it's whenever you like take
It's
a shoe or
exactly
boot
what it
or
sounds
whatever,
like.
and you pour the alcoholic beverage in the shoe, and then you drink it out of the shoe.
But you like chug it.
yeah,
it's usually
like
a
chugging.
beer.
Yeah,
It's pretty
So
nasty.
it is
Yeah,
disgusting.
that does definitely sounds nasty.
I would not do a shoey out of your shoes, Wyatt, because you
I-
also have gigantic feet. I would have to fit like a 40 in there.
Yeah, you
Well, I
probably
also
could.
have holes in all my shoes, so it would just.
I
drain
would
out.
do a
Yeah.
shoey out of
out
your
of
shoes.
yours. Yeah,
And also the people that make like lip contact with like the heel of the shoe, like they
like they just like
they really
like,
get in there.
like a camel. They're just like
Really
It-
good visual.
For
Yeah.
everybody, Josh was sticking his tongue out like a camel.
No,
look
yeah,
it up.
but
Look it up.
but it's
Look
the
it up.
bottom lip. You
Yeah.
got it. You really got the bottom lip. It's got to get
Yeah.
it's got a hook.
Yeah, it's like
You
a
know what I mean?
nozzle.
Exactly. Like it's a little hook with the lip and the tongue.
I'm not doing
It's
a shoey out
disgusting.
of like brand new shoes either.
I don't think I would do a shoey at all.
Period. Yeah.
Well-
like they could be straight from that Chinese sweatshop, and I'm still not doing it.
Well, but the thing is we've talked about this, and I don't chug things in general. Like I cannot chug things.
You have a poor constitution for chugging.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It just it
just a
fucks me
fact.
up. It just fucks me up. Like I literally I can't chug like a large water bottle.
You'll be out of commission for like the next few hours minimum if you do. Like you're on the couch,
Just like
you're out. Yeah, absolutely not.
yeah.
Would never let
Yeah,
you do
and
it.
then-
I'd be like,
so-
Josh, no.
Yeah, like a normal water fucks me up. Now something carbonated,
Mm-mm.
fuck all of that.
Yeah.
Like it just fucks me up.
Even if you have
Can't do it.
had,
I don't
like,
want to.
a light breakfast, like you have something in your stomach, still not a good time for you. I've
It's
seen
not.
it.
Yeah,
I've
I
seen
can't
it.
do it.
I know.
I won't.
I've seen you like feign an attempt, and it's sad.
Yeah, I know. It's terrible. It's one of my greatest weaknesses.
Truly.
Like
If you were told to like do a keg stand to save your mother's life or something, you'd be
Ugh.
like, "I'm sorry, Mom."
mom, yeah, like I can't do it.
You're
It'll give
gone.
me a tummy ache. You know?
Gun to my head, or do a keg stand. I say, "Shoot me."
Shoot me.
Yeah, no.
I'd
it's-
rather die, you coward.
Yeah, no. Well, okay. Would you do like a sip shoey, where you that's your cocktail glass for the night?
No.
That's worse.
I'll do a shot.
I would
I would
actually-
maybe do a shot.
I would say that doing like a sipper is probably worse.
Absolutely.
because it's getting all those foot
and
oils all up in
yeah,
that
I was gonna
shit.
say it soaks in and it gets all the grime and the dirt like loose and then it
Yeah.
comes out with it. Ugh,
It's really
that's
good
awful.
shoe cleaner, probably.
Probably.
Like just like some straight like
Everclear.
80 proof vodka.
But
Probably
what's
would be bad.
what's the toughest or not the toughest but like the most alcoholic alcohol drink?
There are
alcoholic
some that
beverage.
are technically like 90-ish%, but they have crazy warnings. They're regulated in most countries. They say do not drink this straight because it could like destroy your stomach. You have to mix it with
Kill your
something,
liver and
it
shit.
has to be strong. Well, just like even before it gets to your liver, it could destroy your internal organs. So you can technically go close to 100.
96%.
Yeah.
Palmus spiritus recifkawani. I don't think I
It's
said that.
vodka.
It's vodka. Guess where that's from?
Probably.
Great Britain.
What?
Yes.
No.
They have a lot of K's in their words over there.
It definitely looks Russian, but you need to copy paste that and put it. Oh, dude, you're so smart. You're learning.
Wyatt's really good with
Ow.
computers. He's just not good on the spot.
He's not good at with Google.
Google
okay,
is
he-
his weakness.
Actually, to be fair, he's better. He's good with Google, but he's not good at Googling.
What's the difference?
He's good at using Google as a tool, but not for research, which is kind of the same thing.
I'm
Chat
actually
GPT,
great
bro.
at it.
Let's ask ChatGPT. See what it says.
Yeah, it's Polish.
Polish.
I see it. That's what I was thinking.
No,
Literally
you're
means
thinking-
rectified spirit, and that's exactly what this is. High strength ethyl alcohol.
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh, I love it.
Shove that up your butt, you die.
You probably would.
That's like the lethal injection for alcoholics.
That's how we should start doing capital punishment.
Just make people butt chug that.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool. I'm into it.
Yeah, do like an enema with it.
Ugh.
Gross.
And enema doesn't really retain a lot of liquid though. Kind of just like
Doesn't
you-
it just flush it?
basically
Still, I feel like it would-
suppository. I think a suppository might have more.
Bro, that's such a good idea. Like literally just like a suppository that has it's all alcohol, but it's hardened. So you shove it up the ass and then you force them to it's over the course of a day or two, they're getting drunker and drunker and drunker. And
It would
then
have
they
to be
just
the
fucking
slowest.
die.
It would have to be the slowest of slow releases to make that work.
Exactly.
Because your body would break that down so
Well,
fast.
even if you did it, how long does it take to break down a normal suppository?
I don't do suppositories frequently. I don't know. Wyatt,
Yeah.
ask ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm putting in this suppository. How long is it going to stay in me?
Or how long does it take to break it down?
Let's see. Did you have a thought before I had to go off on my shoey rant?
Yeah.
What was your thought?
I'm not sure if I remember.
Love that. So you do have bad short-term memory too.
Bro, I went off on a tangent to like this.
It's all right.
Like
You threw me off on a tangent, and I still remembered my shoey.
Oh, dude, we were off like 30 seconds, and you right
okay.
back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mhm.
listen.
You're right. I concede.
I don't remember what we were talking about though. It's kind of bugging me.
For shame.
Oh well,
What'd you find, Wyatt?
he's still looking.
It's looking like 15 minutes is how long it tells it.
50
like 15. 1 5.
15.
Let it dissolve. So you would have to make a thick-ass suppository.
Exactly. See, and then it's doubly a punishment because it's like
It's like taking the big pill.
It's like-
at
have
like
you ever
the
seen Little
like
Nicky?
whenever you get. I actually haven't.
Yeah,
it's
Little-
like whenever you go to the doctor and they prescribe you like a giant ass pill, like an antibiotic, and you're like, I can do this, but I don't want to. It's kind of like that, but with a suppository.
no, I don't think so.
You know the big pill from SpongeBob too?
Yeah,
That Perk 300 that they got.
yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Okay.
Greatest, like first time I ever had to take one of those pills was like an antibiotic pill, but it was right after getting a like a little hanging off of my top lip because I had tore stitches out when I was like 2, and so at like 10 they restitched it because I had this big like droopy thing. So they restitch it. Well, I had to like get a straw, put the pill at the end of the straw, and like open up my lip and like slide it past to get it in my mouth.
That's
and then I
yucky.
had to like.
I don't like this
And
visual.
we couldn't. I couldn't use straws, so I had to like pull my bottom lip down and like.
What
kinda
did you do?
pour.
You
How
had to
did you do
manually
this?
open your lips.
What
Yeah.
happened?
When I was like
Short story.
2,
Like yeah, like
2,
one or two.
fell
sentences.
downstairs. I had this hangy thing, right? Or I busted my lip and they
You
sewed
fell
it up.
down. You fell downstairs.
Fell
Yeah.
downstairs.
That's what. That's
Well,
why.
I tore the stitches out. That's why
How'd
I
you
had
tear
the
the
big
stitches out?
with
How'd
my
you-
mouth. I was 2.
What
What do you expect? So I
was
tore
your
all
mouth
the stitches.
sewn closed?
No,
not
just
like
the top
sewn
lip.
shut.
So
Just
then,
the top lip.
so then, like, why did you have to like shove a straw up there?
Well, because it was so swollen. Because they cut. Because I had this. Like I said, from the ages of like 2 to 9, I had this big hanging. Like it hung like a good like quarter of an inch, a half an inch.
Like a turkey? Like you know that
Kinda like-
turkey
yeah.
thingy thing?
Kind of like just like
But
the
on
gobble,
the mouth.
but on the
Is that
lip.
what it's called?
the
I
gobble?
think it's
Is that
called
what
a
it's
gobbler.
called?
Gobbler, yeah.
Goblet.
Goblet.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
That's a female gobble.
Nope. Nope. Not allowed. no
Okay,
one.
that's interesting. Yeah, that sounds awful.
So you had to really manually insert
Yeah.
that gigantic ass
I
pill.
did. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had a pill that big.
You couldn't handle it.
You're right.
You just
All
I
the
have too
water you
strong
would
of
have
a-
to swallow
Yeah,
all at once.
I have
Chug it.
way too strong of a gag reflex.
Fair enough.
we know.
Trust me.
We're
I
gonna
know
take
too.
advantage of it whenever we start doing video content. So just get it
Oh,
ready. Get that
God.
uvula ready to
Ugh.
retract.
Ugh.
I'm very excited.
Ugh.
No, save it for the video.
Yeah, you can't be hacking up yet. We're
I
saving that
do
for the
not
video.
want to throw up on camera. I'm going to say that now.
Oh,
but I
boy.
probably
well,
will.
Never say never.
I probably will.
It probably won't even be something like that particularly disgusting.
It depends on the day, dude. Sometimes I'll be brushing my teeth and it'll just. Bleh.
See? Okay, so
happens.
it could just be at any given point.
It could be. Like, yeah, it's one of my superpowers. I've said this
Mm.
before, is that I can just, like, pretty much throw up at any point.
It is a good defense mechanism.
It is,
I think we
absolutely.
said that, but it really is.
It is.
So I feel
Yeah,
like
you're
we've
right.
established this, but Cameron, you have a pretty strong like stomach. You can keep a lot of
Well, he
stuff
doesn't have a
down.
I
sense
could
of
eat this can
smell.
right now if I
Oh,
wanted
okay.
to.
He doesn't have a
Yeah,
sense of
so-
smell, so that kind of gives him a
So,
leg
yeah,
up on
it
most
gives
people.
him a leg up.
That means
So-
he doesn't
but
have
things
a very
don't
strong
make
sense
you
of
queasy,
taste.
right?
No, the other day, whenever we were recording, we were talking about something that I did not even think was particularly gross. I can't remember what, but Josh was eating, and he was like, "Dude, like, you can't talk about that right now. I'm eating," and I'm like, "Oh, like," and I was eating too, but I was like, "Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry. I forget that it bothers
Oh,
you."
yeah, I remember that, yeah.
I remember that too, but I don't remember what we
I
were talking
don't
about.
remember either.
But
Um,
it is very funny because I don't think about it in the same way, like quote unquote gross stuff. Because even whenever it's right in front of me and it's made more real, I've been able to respond pretty handily. So I could probably take a decent amount of punishment.
But what I'm hearing here is Cameron and I are gonna have fun with Josh because
Absolutely.
the only thing that makes me like sick to the stomach or makes me want to gag is fake blood.
Which
like,
is so
on it.
interesting.
Oh,
It's so
specifically
weird.
fake blood.
Yep.
Not even real blood,
No,
specifically
it's
fake.
fake. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Something about like the gooiness of
viscosity?
it. Yeah. I've done some videos where they've like splashed like fake blood, and how they make it is like red food dye and chocolate syrup. And
Yes.
so it
Huh.
tastes delicious, but the redness of it makes me sick.
Interesting.
That's like a weird
the
sensory
viscosity.
thing.
That is a weird
It's,
one.
sensory
it's like the
thing.
viscosity of it.
I don't think I have a
So-
problem with even real blood. Only
No.
my own blood.
Which
See,
is
I don't-
also odd. I would have more of a problem with other people's blood.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, it's just
Yes.
my own blood.
See, I've had other people's blood on me. I've had my own blood on me, and then of course, as a hunter, I've had animals' blood on me. Never a bother, but fake blood. That's it.
What a
So that's the only
That's-
thing I found. So what I'm hearing is like Cameron and I are gonna have fun with this.
All I'm going to say is it sounds like it's very easy to make fake blood, okay? And you just
Hey.
put your weakness on record.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, maybe he's just allowing you to exploit one vulnerability
Yeah.
because you have
One.
many.
No fucking snot rockets. That's all I'm going to say.
Ew.
I'm
I don't
gonna-
think anyone enjoys snot rockets, and also we're grown men.
Yeah.
That's
well,
pretty fucking
I don't
gross.
know. I don't know.
Yeah.
My 60-year-old uncle, like that's how he blows his nose. Is he just walks outside and plugs one and just blows away.
That's really gross.
It's gross. It's
That's
disgusting.
disgusting.
Nothing about that sentence surprised me.
No,
I've never
Not
met
at all.
your grandpa.
Me, uncle,
I said
me
uncle.
either.
Did you say uncle?
uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Bad short-term memory.
I wasn't really listening.
Oh, that's
I
not
mean-
bad. You have headphones on.
It's just bad manners.
The
is what it
only thing
is.
that you can hear is Wyatt whenever
I
he
can
talks.
hear you.
And me, but that's not what I'm. That's whenever Wyatt's talking. He's talking about whenever he's talking.
So I made a joke the other day.
Was it as good as your lesbian joke?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
What makes it better is because like it was to some of the kids that I coach, and so like,
Love this already.
And so like, so in the gym we have a foam pit, and if you don't know what a foam pit is, Google it. It's a big pit with foam blocks in it and whatnot.
Wow.
Yeah. Come on. It
Wow.
could be like a I don't know, solitary confinement, I guess, like a pit where it's got like foam walls so you can't get out for your own safety.
They don't
and
do
others.
foam pits though.
They
for
should.
solitary.
Maybe more people would be oh shit, what's the word? It starts with an R.
Reformed.
Rehabilitated.
Retarded.
Retarded.
More people would
Whoa!
be retarded if it was fun.
Yeah, anyway, you're gonna derail me a little bit because I want to talk about that. But anyway, they were in a foam pit, and I was giving them a hard time. And I was like, so recently my grandma passed away like last year or whatnot, and
Which
so-
is true, by the way.
it is
That's
absolutely
a very
true.
true fact, so I already don't like where this is going.
And so I was giving him a hard time, and I was like, I was yelling at him, and I was like, "Get out of the pit! You guys are slow. My grandma could get out faster, and she's dead."
Wow. See, full of dad jokes today. That's what I'm hearing. Those are both absolute dad jokes.
But it was okay. Come on, is your dad gonna make a joke about his dead mom?
I think my dad's only
his dead
made
grandma.
like 40 jokes in his entire life, probably.
Well,
he
it
might
was
have
funny.
only said like 40 words in his entire life if I'm thinking about
And
it.
half of them are to me. I've talked to him a couple times.
Yeah, he probably has talked to you more than he has to me in Jen in the past 3 years. He's just not a talkative guy.
He
Like,
likes me more than you. What can I say?
He's silent.
He is silent.
He's a very odd
But anyway,
duck.
I thought it was fucking hilarious.
It
And,
was
like,
dadical. Very
well,
dad joke.
Yeah. No, I got a kick out of it.
You have something to tell us? Is your wife pregnant?
No,
You're preparing?
definitely not.
Definitely not.
Uh-uh.
Okay,
I
okay.
will listen. I love my wife, but like that's a gut punch. Like that's just a real quick just knock to the abdomen.
Wow. Succinct. I mean, yeah, you're already like more tied down than me or Wyatt, but
That's true.
yeah.
That's true.
It's not a bad thing, but you do lack like some of the independence that we do. So it's pretty.
Oh, what
No, I'm
independence do
I'm
I
totally kidding.
lack?
I don't do shit anyway. It makes it sound like I
was
do
gonna
things.
say, dude.
No,
But, yeah.
I'm the most boring fucking person, and I have to preface anytime that I'm talking to someone new. I tell them like, yeah, I like to do stuff. I like to go experience new things.
I
Right?
like to do like
But-
3 things.
But yeah, if I'm in my comfort zone or what I would consider like, my after work routine, what have you, I record a podcast, I watch movies, I play video games. I'm pretty fucking normal. But I will say, I am also making up for lost time because I didn't really play video games throughout like my entire childhood, even in high school. So I have a back catalog that's longer than most people's.
Dude, I grew up playing video games, like, and I just bought some new games for my Switch too.
Very nice.
So I'm super excited about that. But I hardly ever play video games anymore. I'm so busy anymore, and it's frustrating.
It is sad because I would love to dedicate more time than I already have to it because I don't have very much.
Once we get the videos up, we're going to be able to dedicate a little bit more time to that. Then we can share the experience with everybody.
With everybody. Yeah, that is really our excuse for wanting to diversify content, is to
just play more video games.
Allow us to do things that we enjoy but don't have time for otherwise.
Exactly. So we have to make it
schedule
work.
It.
Exactly. And remember what we used to say, like in our first episode, if you have to schedule fun, you're not good at having fun.
Yeah.
And, you know, I disagree.
Well, this is different.
This is different because, like,
It's not us, like, going on a cruise and having a very specific itinerary, you know? It's us going, oh, what do we want to play today?
Right.
You know?
Right.
And it also does give us a bit of an excuse to do so. Best of both worlds.
Absolutely.
I think what I meant whenever I said, like, you can't schedule fun is whenever if you, like, go off the rails from a specific plan that you have, it's not fun anymore to you. That's where it becomes
not being able to go with the flow and whatnot.
Exactly. Because you can schedule whatever the fuck you want to.
Yeah, I agree.
But make it fun. Don't schedule the fun.
Yeah, I definitely
make whatever you do fun.
I want to take a trip. I need to take some time off, and I need to go take a trip somewhere and go do something.
Yeah, I have a... Oh, why it's just muting himself. I was like, what is he doing? He's scaring me. I have a friend... another ex-girlfriend, actually, different ex-girlfriend, who just got back from a solo trip. She went to Iceland.
Yo, see, I want to go to Iceland. That's like one of the places that I really want to travel to.
Yeah,
that and Thailand.
She's trying to get me to go on one of the like group tours that she went with.
Is it like a religious thing? Is it like a church?
No, it's
thing?
not like a mission thing. She's not like
what's a group
handing out
thing,
Bibles.
Then?
Like you find a group of people and you get guided through these places. That way you,
I have actually heard about this.
Have to find like tourist locations.
I've talked to people
It's
about this,
group.
and like yes, I have heard about this, and it's like you get like 12 other people or whatever, and you guys all kind of pitch in, and then you guys go get to experience and kind of do your thing.
Well, a lot of times
that's lame.
They're like specific pools now where
I don't want to travel with random people. Wyatt,
well,
he's looking at me like I'm crazy.
You can just do like certain daily things with them, and it does depend on how remote it is, because apparently some of the things that she did were more out of the way, you know, not just like tourist spots, but it's also very handy whenever you have a guide in a region where you don't speak the language and stuff like that. That's one reason that a lot of people do it, is because it makes the experience more comfortable. And she said that there are a few trips coming up next year for Japan.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I would love to go.
How long
of
the trips are they?
But they're like a week, 10 days.
Dude, if we can, we should all go to that.
That'd be so much fun.
That would be
Japan
so
trip.
much fun. Japan, Japanese.
I do want to point out Josh, because he's like, oh, I don't want to go with people. I don't want to go with random people. Well, see, I've done that, where I've gone with people I like. Well, I know like 2 people in the whole group, and then the rest are random people, right? It's kind of fun because we're one of the random people I went on a trip with to Poland. Didn't know him at all. He says, "Hey, I heard there was a great sandwich shop over here. Let's go." And so he and I just randomly, I had no clue about this dude.
Then he stole all your money. He punched you and stole all your money.
And stole his kidney.
That would have been great.
He woke up with a pain in his side.
That is basically how Hostel started.
I've never seen it.
We'll watch it.
We need to.
Yeah.
We need to.
Yeah, no, I get it. And like, sure, it opens up the possibility for like weird things to happen, which I'm all about. I'm all about weird things happening.
Cute, quirky, random things.
I just, man.
I don't like traveling with randoms ever, really. But that's the thing, is that this ex of mine is braver than I, because she did it completely solo, and then she just happened to be with this group for like the outings that they did, right? I could never do that. If I was going on a trip, even if it was like a guided tour, I would need someone that I knew to come with me to begin with.
I feel like I could do it by myself, and I feel like it would be better to do it by myself, because like one of the big things is like if I go with somebody, I feel like I need to experience it with them. Like it's a partnership kind of thing.
Well, it just
So
depends.
it's like I can't go off and do my own thing, because it's like like I don't want to like leave the person I came with alone or whatever.
You just shouldn't have to feel like obligated to the people that you travel with.
I know.
That's why you got to find the right people.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it really
also-
is just about the right people.
Yeah.
Like, I have several close family members, right? Like, not super extended at all, that I love dearly. I would probably never travel with them, even like in country.
Well, there's a lot of people I wouldn't travel with.
Exactly. Well, the list is longer than the list of people that you would.
Exactly.
But all I'm saying is you got to find those people that you don't feel obligated to, and you can just experience the moment together. Because there are people like that. Like, I think we could do that. No problem.
yeah,
Wherever we
absolutely. I think
went.
we could. Absolutely.
It
I
really
agree
is
with that.
just about the people, and not everyone is so lucky. You know, that's why some people do go.
I want to go to Australia. We need to go to Melbourne. I saw this really cool escape room that's like an escape mansion kind of, but not really a mansion. It's like Area 51, but it's like multiple rooms.
Ah,
What do you call an escape room that has multiple rooms?
an escape structure, an escape building.
An escape place. It's a place that you escape from multiple times.
If you think about it, most places are escape places. Eventually. Even if not permanently, they are escape places at one point or another.
Because you escape it there
Yeah.
everywhere you go.
Pretty much. Any place with a door.
You could just escape.
Yeah, any place
You
that
know
you
what?
have to actively enter or exit.
I feel like that would make like life just much more exciting if you just treated every room you go into like you gotta escape it, you know. And like
It'd be
so
kind
after
of
you're
boring.
done,
I think it would be boring because you're like, oh, how do I get out of this room? Oh yeah, the fucking door.
right? Exactly. But
Oh, it's not even locked.
But it's like
Wow.
it's like every time you're done, you're like, I have to escape, and then you like do that and go out, and then you escaped, and then it's good.
Yeah, the one escape room.
You escape and then it's
it was
good.
like
exactly. You know.
it was the guy like reiterated like a million times, the door's not locked for any reason. You can just pull on the door and it'll open. And I'm like, man, that takes all the fun out of it.
You gotta make me feel like I'm gonna die.
Yeah,
in this bitch.
I need the threat of life,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so what you need to do is you need to go in and be like, I am willing to sign a waiver that if I die, there's no blowback on you.
I would love that, but I think even just like optics wise, it would be bad, because there are going to be those people who are like, I'm so into this, I'm so down, right? But to the general public,
They're gonna get,
they
like,
would, if they saw that headline on the news somewhere,
panic
they'd be like,
attacks.
this place, I'm never going there.
That's
you know?
scary.
So that's the hard thing.
It's
It's
not
like
for
all the rumors that circulated for a very long time about McCamey Manor. Do you remember that?
No.
It's like it was supposedly like the most extreme haunted house in the
Oh,
world.
where it's like you have
And
to sign a waiver.
yeah,
like,
because they'll
people-
like put a plastic bag over your head or whatever, right?
I have heard
And
that stuff. Yeah.
Supposedly, if I'm remembering this correctly, a lot of it came out that was just like marketing to begin with. It was not even something that they actually did for most people. It was just like a marketing stunt, right? But even that got significant blowback, and they were charging so fucking much that I don't even think it's still around anymore. I could be wrong, but it was just kind of like a failed publicity stunt. After a certain point, it hit a weird plateau.
Yeah, no, and it makes sense, but it's just because
Bad for business.
Well, people are bitches.
Yeah.
People are bitches.
You think you can't survive this haunted
Dude,
house?
I put a plastic bag on my own head for pleasure, if you know what I'm saying.
I sleep with one on my head. I deprive myself of oxygen on purpose. That way I can survive in low oxygen environments for longer.
Exactly.
It's like Rasputin. He ate poison with his breakfast so he could survive being poisoned if he wanted to.
How did
That's
he-
me with oxygen.
How did Rasputin die? He was poisoned.
Actually, no one...
I know.
I believe no one knows how Rasputin died, supposedly.
He died fucking.
Either that or he was assassinated.
Nah, he was fucking. He got chlamydia and died.
Chlamydia?
Can
Wow.
you die from chlamydia?
Probably in like the 1400s.
But like if he didn't go get it. Well,
no,
when was Rasputin
almost
around?
definitely not.
When was Rasputin around? Like the 1400s, right?
Dude, he was around in World War One.
What? Like the early 1800s?
Christ. I don't even want to talk about this anymore. No more history.
I'm just kidding.
How did
I
Rasputin
know-
die?
I-
Assassination. Okay, he was
By poison.
assassinated. No,
By
he was
poison.
shot.
Nope. It
Shot
says
with
poison.
with a poisoned bullet.
Yeah, exactly.
Double measure.
Oh my God! Look at that man! Holy shit!
Too scary. Have you
Have you seen Kingsman?
I was just about to say.
Yeah, that's literally what he looks like in,
Yeah.
in Kingsman.
They
Holy
do
shit!
a good job with him in that
I
movie.
thought that was fake.
Oh my god.
I thought that was just creative liberties.
Once again with the whole history thing. No,
can't believe
he
we
was a
actually
really
have-
weird guy. Who
Well, he was
did
apparently-
and who looked like that.
And he was apparently a sex machine. You heard that song?
About Ra Ra Rasputin.
Russia's greatest sex machine.
Supposedly he was.
Apparently.
He'd fuck anything.
Damn. Look at
Yeah.
that beard. He had a lot of testosterone.
Yeah,
I wonder if
well,
there are any
he-
little
was
Rasputins running around.
Kind of a scary guy. Scary. Could be.
Ugh.
Is that Vladimir Putin? He's a little Rasputin.
Yo.
It became a surname.
Mr. Putin, Russia's president.
Is that his song?
I don't know. What's his first name? What's Putin's
Are you
first
kidding
name?
me? It's like the most common first name for a Russian.
Vladimir.
Yep.
Really?
I said it's the most common. I don't know why
Holy
you're
shit.
shocked.
Well, you did, but
Yeah.
like I didn't think I
Or
was
like
going to guess
Boris.
that. Boris.
Boris Putin. That's his younger brother.
Boris.
Yeah, this is Boris. We keep him locked in the basement.
Vito.
We don't like him.
Vito. I feel like is pretty common for
I
Russians.
think Vito is more Italian.
Is it?
Yes.
I don't know.
Okay. You can stop.
Okay.
Whatever. But yes, who knows? There might be a bunch of little Putins running around. Little mini
Putin scootin'?
Rasputis.
Just Putin. Just Putin around.
Yeah. Keep going.
We need to make that a thing, you know? Like
what do we need to make a thing? Josh?
Putin, make Putin like a verb. Like, what are you doing? Just Putin around. You know what I mean?
I feel like an old person would say that.
I would say it.
Yeah. But like old people probably already coined it because they're weird.
I don't think so.
Like if you ask an old person how they're doing, they're gonna respond like, "I'm frothy today," and you're like, "Whoa, I don't know what that means." I hope it's good.
Frothy?
Like they're gonna say something weird, or they're like, "I'm
You've
extra."
said that.
I'm
though.
extra creamy.
No,
They would say it.
I don't think so.
Old people, because they don't even think anything of it. They're not thinking it's a cream surprise in their pants. You know,
What?
they're not thinking anything weird about these weird adjectives and verbs. You know, the only cream surprise they have in their pants is like a little Debbie.
A little Debbie cream pie?
Yeah, and I'm not talking about Debbie's little Debbie, if you know what I'm saying.
No, I don't know what
Okay,
you're
that's
saying.
good. Moving on.
Moving
I was
on
hoping someone else would pick up there.
No, you just moved on. I wanted to talk about old people terms, you know?
Such as?
Like scallywag. Is that...
That's a pirate term.
It's an old person thing.
Pirates
right?
are old now.
We need to bring that back. Scallywags.
There's a lot of people on the internet that are trying to bring back pirate lingo.
What do you think
It's like a whole subculture
What do you
right
think
now.
our old thing's gonna be? Like what we're saying, we're gonna be like based.
I don't know.
Like,
because
that's not very based. Get off my lawn. You know what I mean?
Oh, I hate that. I don't know, because nowadays language transfers so differently than it did back in
Bro,
the day.
I can
right?
just imagine some old person like sitting in like a living room in front of the fire, and they're like their grandchildren are like, Papa, tell me, how did you and Mom meet? And he's like, oh, you taking me back to my days. Oh, I rizzed her up with something fierce.
Grandpa.
You may not believe this, but your granddad had a lot of riz back in the day. You know,
I hate that.
like how funny is that?
I don't even think it would be an old person term, though, because it could stick around. Language transfers, like I was saying, so differently nowadays, because whenever you listen to even like old school hip hop slang, which is where a lot of slang comes from in general, and I'm talking like 80s and 90s, which is a significant amount of time for
That
like,
was
lingo.
almost 50 years ago.
Almost.
That's half a century, bro.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Even if you're more like conservative with your numbers, it's 40 years, you know?
Yeah.
So still weird. But a lot of lingo that is still around today, not just in hip hop culture, but in like internet culture, comes from older rap and hip hop. So I think that a lot of things may have the staying power that like the lingo that we still have today does, but maybe not. Who knows? That's kind of the fun part of language and culture, is that it is so ever changing that we don't really have a way to predict it. So Riz could stick around for the next 120 years. It
I
could
hope
be
it
gone
does.
tomorrow.
I like the word riz. It's fun to say.
It's good. It's already a bit overplayed to me in my book.
Overplay it. Say it. Say
Yeah,
it
I mean,
every
that's the
day.
thing, right?
I'm just gonna start using it as a punctuation. Riz.
Wow. Good one. Just ending every sentence.
Exactly.
Aren't there different languages, or am I making this up?
Yes,
that
there are
use-
different languages, Cameron. No, you're definitely not making that
Oh
up.
damn, you got me.
Like that's
Yeah, I'm like, did I just
absolutely
imagine that? That's
true. Are there
crazy.
other people than me?
The fact that that other
What?
languages exist is a wild concept.
But like, it's just the way you paused after
Yeah.
saying
Okay.
that.
So I think there are languages that use sound as like a type of punctuation.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like I know like Korean does that a lot. So like depending on your fluctuation in your
Inflection.
voice. Inflection?
Inflection.
Inflection?
Yes.
Dude, I'm gonna inflect you.
With what?
I don't know, something.
Poison damage? You're gonna inflict poison damage? Get it?
But yeah, I'm pretty sure Korean does that or Korean, the Korean language Is it just Korean? Is that the language that they speak?
yes. To my knowledge.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think a Korean can speak whatever they want to, but I think that the language of Korea might be Korean.
Yeah, but it'll completely change like the way that like what the word means. Like I know there's one that like I watched a video and it was actually like a Korean lady doing stand up, and she was talking about it. And there's like this term like it's I don't even remember how to say it.
It's a good story so far.
Well, thanks, man. I really needed that. I was hoping for your validation. You saw the look that I gave you.
Keep going.
Okay. And it's like one of the sentences is like, "Where is the bathroom?" Right?
Yes.
But if you like inflect it incorrectly, it turns into your mom's a fucking cow or some shit.
Yeah, that's quite odd. But
Yeah.
English has its own quirks, every language does. But I'm talking like a language, I know a lot of African tribes. I shouldn't say a lot, but I do know that there are African tribes that use a lot more like clicking sounds.
Yeah, that's
right?
a thing.
With their teeth and tongue. I would assume that maybe in a language more similar to that there is more of a sound for like an exclamation point, right? As opposed to enunciation, if that makes any sense.
How would you make an exclamation with a clicking sound?
It would just be a really loud click. Like, those people that can click their tongue against the roof of their mouth really, really fucking loud and it like echoes against the room?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Yeah, I can. I'm not going to do it right now because
okay.
we're going into a microphone. But maybe I'll do it after this
Go
episode.
stand on the other side of the room.
Something great about that is I have a friend who is from Nigeria.
Yes.
And we showed him that video of all the guys who are, and this is an old thing where they're like, you remember you have to have Ebola to know the way.
Ebola?
Yeah. And
not Ebola.
Ebola.
You're combining E. coli and Ebola.
Yeah.
It's one of those.
Which it would be a
You
really
guys-
shitty combination, I will say.
That would be. But do you guys remember that? And then afterwards, all those guys just
How could
start
I forget?
all over.
What?
It's
Yeah.
the Ugandan knuckles.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what he's talking about.
Do you know the way?
So we showed him that because we
What a
thought it
dark
was
time.
funny, and he's just like, and then they all start clicking, and he says that's very offensive in my country to do that,
To click?
and we're like, what?
Yeah.
And but
apparently
that
it's a real
pitch,
thing.
because when and the reason we showed him was that pitch was offensive in his country.
You
And
say
the
you
only-
wanted to
or
offend him?
No. The only reason we didn't know because the only reason we showed him the video was because every time we give him grapes, he starts making a similar clicking noise. But apparently, the pitch or something's offensive. So if you walk up to an old person, you start clicking in that tone in Nigeria, then it's offensive.
Then they're going to take their machete and they're going to like remove your head from your shoulders.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's insane.
I would love to
what
see an
Josh
old person in America do that if I started
Yeah.
clicking at them.
Have you guys played Resident Evil 5?
5?
Yeah, have you played it?
5.
Yeah, Resident Evil 5.
Not 5.
Yeah, it is 5.
No, I'm saying I haven't played 5.
Oh.
You're like, yeah, it's 5. Not 5.
Yeah.
No, it is.
Yeah, it is 5. That's the one I'm talking about.
No.
Yeah.
He hasn't
I haven't
played
played
it.
it.
Josh.
Yeah, okay. Have you played it? No,
No.
obviously you haven't.
I watched you play it.
What?
No, I think you're
Was
watching
that the
like
one I
4.
watched?
No, yes, you watched me playing 4.
Oh, okay.
5 is the one where it's like in an African country.
Oh, okay.
African country.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your point?
They had machetes and they were trying to kill you with machetes.
That was the point.
Really
Is
roundabout
that
way
is that
of
not what
saying
it's like?
in Africa?
everywhere.
African
In Africa?
listeners, yeah, shout out.
Shout out.
What's it like down there?
Yeah.
Up there?
Over
Where are
there?
you?
Around there?
We don't know where you're at.
What's it like around the bend? You know, you
In
can
the
just-
land down under.
wait, that's the wrong one. That's Mexico.
I mean, technically.
Bars.
Really quick while I have it on my mind. One of the most recent Cold Ones videos is about them visiting the most remote bar in Australia and probably one of the most remote bars in the entire world. It's in the middle of like the outback, right? And this town has a permanent population.
The steakhouse?
I don't think that's very remote, but
That's what I was thinking.
Cold Ones, they live in Australia, so this is already a shorter drive than it would be for us. We should still do it.
I want to go to Australia.
It'd be fun. Well, we should go to this bar because the town that it is located in has a permanent population of I think like 18 people.
What?
Yeah, the entire town.
What
Because
if they
it's like
have a
3
kid?
Buildings. It's got,
What if they have a kid? Are they all men?
No. Why
Then
would they
how-
all be men?
I don't know. Like how can it be a permanent
That's
Yeah,
just what it's
either all
called
men
on
or
like
all-
the like if you're a resident, you're part of the permanent population.
They're either.
That's all it is.
Oh, so once you join, you can't leave. They're like, no, you can't
It's
leave.
not like a cult, I don't think.
Well, you said it's permanent
That's
population.
what it's called. That's just the term.
It's like
Where you live, you are part of the permanent population.
But they're like once you join the population can never go down. It can only go up. So like they don't want you to leave.
Not like that.
No.
no.
I've never heard that. Is that a-
permanent? Yeah, permanent population.
That's a
is
term?
when a group of
Yes.
people live there, because like an example,
Like they're residents.
Yeah,
That's what
Like
I
that's
said.
that's their
I
main
said that, yeah.
residency.
I literally said that.
that's
you say that?
literally what it
Yeah.
said.
But it's like their main place
Yes.
of residency.
Yes.
Where your address is, that's your place of permanent population until you
Yeah.
move. Like for census purposes.
I wonder, do they have a mayor?
I don't think anyone anywhere in Australia has mayors.
What do they have?
Warlords. It's like Mad Max.
They have a kangaroo.
Oh,
They have kangaroos.
whoa. Real original joke there. They have an emu and a kangaroo, and they live together in a kazoo
In a
in a Waterloo.
in a treehouse?
I was thinking of rhyming words, but okay.
Oh,
You really didn't see what I was doing there?
I wasn't. No,
You weren't listening? Is
I
that what you were gonna
wasn't-
say?
I was not listening. I was like thinking about like where would a kangaroo and an emu live in Australia?
In a kazoo.
In a river.
In a revue.
A review.
Hmm.
With the river view.
Ooh, that's all right. I can take that.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
emu and the kangaroo lived in a river.
How
with
about
a
you?
river view.
How about
Or
you?
lived in a canoe.
With a river view.
Do they have
Oh my
canoes
God.
in Australia?
I don't know if they've gotten there yet. Like I don't know if they've made their way
Yeah.
down.
Yeah,
there.
it probably would take some time to like
The imports
get over there.
really hard. Yeah.
No, because you have to like you can only take one canoe.
You have
at
to
a time.
manually import them. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Like
You can't bring
but
them
you
on
can
like
only,
a cargo.
But you can only
boat.
like you can only use a canoe to like transport a canoe. You know.
I would think that like you just have an extra canoe strapped to your back. Whenever
Yeah,
you're
so you
in
can
the
only
canoe.
take one.
Like that's your life vest. If you're in a canoe, you just have an extra canoe on your back. You're like,
That's
my canoe sprung a leak. That's not an Australian. I don't know who that is.
You're really
It's
bad
my-
at
no,
Australian accents.
It's just my guy for this hypothetical. It's not an Australian.
Oh.
But he's like, my canoe sprung a leak. Oh, hi-de-di-de-di. And then he fucking pulls the other one off his back, and then he just rips the other one out of the water, and he jumps into the fresh canoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they do with skydiving. You know,
Yeah.
you have a parachute, and then you just have another parachute,
It's true.
and they just hi did I
my canoe. Sorry. It's not even. That's not an accent.
I don't know what that was. I was trying to figure out. And then he threw me off with the hi did I
That's good.
That was absurd.
That's my canoe adventurer.
Hi did I
Yeah. Oh, my canoe sprung a leak. Oh, did I. It's kind of Norwegian, like it's kind of like Northern European.
It's something.
Oh, my canoe.
It's somebody with a speech impediment. Is
I'm
what
trying
it
to
is.
travel to the farthest bar in the world.
Now it sounded a little Indian, like
He's just a guy. He can be whatever he wants to be.
yeah,
He's well traveled.
He's well traveled.
He has so many accents because
exactly
of all the places
yeah,
he's visited.
he has superpowers everywhere he goes. He just adds that accent to his. He doesn't
Yeah.
less the rest of the
no,
accents.
it just gets added on.
adds.
It's like several voices speaking over each other in tandem. He's learned several
done.
languages as well.
well done.
That's
I don't-
one of them.
And yeah, but he can't differentiate them. They all just happen.
They
at the
blend
same
together.
time.
Yes,
Exactly.
he's horribly schizophrenic, but he's an adventurer nonetheless. He does not let his mental disability
Exactly.
stop him. It's quite beautiful.
And neither should any of you.
Yeah, his name is Skurg.
Scourge.
Scourge.
But Scourge, dirty.
Scourge the adventurer.
Scourge.
It's so fucking
It's
dumb.
ridiculous.
I love it. I want fan art of Scourge.
Yes.
Scourge the adventurer.
Please make Scourge and what you think that voice would come out
Yeah,
of.
it can be anything because he's just a guy.
He's just a guy.
Yeah, who knows how many parents he has?
What if he's like? Now I'm just picturing like an art of like a dude in just a suit and tie. And, like,
Yeah.
A suit and tie and like a boonie hat.
What's a boonie hat?
that's Australian.
What's a boonie hat?
Like
Is that a thing? Like,
Yeah.
Okay, that's
I get
a
what you're
slang
saying.
term for it. Like,
Okay,
I get
Is
what
it
you're
actually,
saying,
though?
That's
is that a real
not-
term
I'm
for it?
also seeing like a guy in a suit and tie, but with like the raccoon like the raccoon tail
And he
hanging
has a
off, like
canoe
a
on his
Oh,
back. You have to
like,
remember he has a
yeah.
canoe on
A
his
canoe,
back,
and
and he's in a
running, of
canoe.
course.
And he
Yeah.
carries the canoe everywhere.
He
Yeah.
carries both of them.
He's a well-dressed,
Like, you know how in
schizophrenic
anime-
traveler.
Yes, you know how in anime they have like the katanas on their back that are crossed in
He
an
just
X.
has two
He has
canoes.
those with canoes.
Just two canoes.
But he's like a 4'5" guy, so they're really tall on him. Like they drag the ground and they're
and
way
so
above him
yeah,
whenever
no,
he
so he has
walks.
to like lean forward, so he's hunched over everywhere he goes.
Yes.
But it's still like behind him.
Yeah,
Everywhere
exactly.
He goes. He's like hurt.
I'm just dragging my canoes. My canoes are dragging cars. I have to get them repaired whenever I go to the next store.
That's ridiculous.
So that's nothing. It's so
It
nothing.
is absolutely nothing.
Well, but at the same time, it's so many.
no,
things.
it's not nothing. It's Scourge.
The
Scourge
adventure-
Dirch.
Scourge. We don't know how he got that name either. That's not his birth name.
It's his name in all the different languages combined.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, we're giving some
There's a lot of
lore.
letters in there. Scourge has like 18 letters in it.
How long are canoes? Between 14 and 18 and a half feet.
Oh no! It's
So
10
he's-
feet above him.
So he's just got to be like hunched way over.
And he's carrying two of them.
Two of them.
What a guy!
What a man.
He got some crazy
That's
muscular
that's
back
not a
and
guy.
leg
That's a
muscles.
man.
That's a whole man.
That's a whole ass man.
exactly.
That's a
Say what
whole
you
ass
want to.
Scourge.
He's got some crazy adventuring skills that none of us will ever have.
God.
What a guy!
God bless Scourge.
We all aspire to be like Scourge.